This free rules got you gassed up.
I
Oh,
was waiting for him to say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
And we're live.
Hey, you guys. I'm Sir Zaniel. You know, it's your boy in the back of the bus, like always. We got our people over here on the, you know.
I'll tell you. It's your gearhead, Mr. Logic himself, and as you already know, yo, we out here today. Make sure if it's your first time checking in, you hit that like and that subscribe button, yo. Allow us to call up tradition, and I'm gonna introduce my lovely co-host.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl Nate. Welcome to the podcast, you guys. We're gonna have so much fun today.
Welcome.
And there's Ben.
Hey, I already introduced myself. Don't.
And we have a special guest today, you guys. Astro Mikey in the house.
Hey.
Astro Mikey.
Is there an
What's
applause button on that soundboard?
There is, but I don't think Lewis knows how to work it.
Just call that thing a G spot, I guess.
Oh Jesus,
That was bad. I'm sorry.
So in the house today, we have a special guest, yo. This is a young gentleman right now, basically pursuing his music career, making headlines, making things happen. I want to give him a proper introduction. This the one, the only, the one mega superstar to become Astro Mikey.
hey
Yes,
man.
you can find him.
Go ahead, bro. You good?
No, I was gonna say you can find him on Spotify and Instagram. Astro Mikey, ASTROMIKEY.
Yes, sir.
Well, Instagram is an underscore between Astro Mikey, but you can put in Astro Mikey and he'll pull up. He's the biggest Astro Mikey on Instagram, so you won't get
Thank
any
you.
confusion with that one, you guys. And
Wow, you know how to spell?
Damn.
that's racist. But,
How is that racist?
but you know, I also don't like. So
But to on your point though, it's some people that trying to like put Astro Mikey under their Instagram name. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, when you search it up, you
no,
see.
yeah, you're the biggest Astro Mikey. Yeah, so
appreciate it, man.
you already know what it is.
Appreciate the love, man. I felt the energy when you introduced me, man. That was love, bro.
Oh,
Jason's
okay,
really
man.
good at introductions.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but thank you.
Okay.
I'm joking though. I'm joking.
Right.
So, Mikey, tell us about yourself, man. Tell us, tell the viewers who you are, where you come from.
Okay. All right. So my stage name is Astro Mikey. My legal name is Michael. So you guys know my legal name, but
How distinguished.
Your
Huh?
government.
my government. Yeah.
Slave name. Darn it.
Oh my
I
god.
moved the monitor when I said that.
Hey, I'm
Silly
blessed.
goose.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have that name though.
Okay.
You know, I believe in many names, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from Virginia, but I feel like I've been everywhere, if that makes sense to y'all.
So you're in a Virginia native.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
grow
That's
up
where I was
there?
raised at.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean-
In this lifetime.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I fucks with that in this
Yeah.
lifetime.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
In case y'all don't know, man, let me tell you, Virginia has produced some of the greatest artists
Yes, sir.
in hip hop.
Yes,
Missy
sir.
Elliott,
The
the
Temptations.
late Aaliyah.
The
You know what I'm
Temptations.
saying? Timberland, producer, who's also produced for a lot of people. Who else?
Chris Brown,
Chris Brown,
Trey Songz,
Oh, wow.
Trey Songz,
Pharrell
Tyra B,
Williams.
Pharrell
Yeah,
Williams.
yeah.
So Virginia
Um,
holds a lot of talent when it comes to hip hop, man.
Interesting.
Did you say Timbaland?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. You know I gotta shout out Timberland.
Yeah,
man.
shout out
That
to
dude
Timberland,
is a
man.
monster when it comes to the beats, man.
Yeah.
Wait, so Mikey,
Yeah.
did when did you come here to Miami then?
I moved here like almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
October would be 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm still fresh. I'm fresh always, but
Hey.
Period.
So just to basically give a proper introduction of how we all met, met
Yeah.
this boy grinding when he was working as a representative for Bose. It
Yeah.
was kind of
Oh yeah, they
it
told
was,
me.
It was, hey, what's up, man? What's cracking? You know what I'm saying? Like, and hit it off right off, man. So
yeah.
definitely being that you pursuing your artistry and making music, man. I have to ask you one thing, man. How do you like
So-
Miami? Dog? Like, how do you feel about the
Uh,
whole environment from an artist perspective?
from the artist perspective,
Yeah.
I think it's great, man. It's a great location for artists to come to this location because of the entertainment night. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Right.
it's a lot of gigs. It's a lot of producers here. It's a lot of
tourism.
artists. So when you in the nightlife, you get in the mix. Like you can network. Like when I'm
Yeah.
out at the club or if I have a show, I'm networking with everybody, to the bartenders, to the people in the club, the
'Cause you never
DJs.
know.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta, if you believe in your work, that's how it's supposed to be. So, but yeah, man, as far as like the artistry side, it's a great place for independent artists to come out here and pursue their career.
You know, I gotta ask some tough questions, man.
So,
you know, a lot of times, especially me being what they would call an old head, you know, 36 years old.
Young man.
Thank you. You see what that is, y'all? He said young.
He will be the only one giving you that compliment tonight. I'm sorry.
Well, men don't hit their peak today like 36, bro.
No, men.
Why you look at me like that?
I want to
Men-
see your reaction.
Men are on the as men get older, they're on the upswing. You know.
Yeah.
So
Men are like a bottle of wine. We get
Yeah.
better with time.
that's
Come
just
on, baby.
That's just how it works.
Come
That's
on,
how it
baby.
works.
No disrespect to the women.
Oh,
You know what
not
I'm
me,
saying?
Okay.
Personally,
Not
I
disrespect
like.
to the women.
It's
Nah,
okay.
I
Me
love.
personally.
No, I'll be real
Wait.
with you. I love older women
Wait, but
just
don't they
because
say-
Me too.
Yeah.
it's vibe.
Correct
can't
me
get
if I'm
pregnant.
wrong. Don't they say, you know, some black men age like fine wine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Black
you got
don't
nothing to
crack.
worry about.
Black don't
Jason?
crack.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry.
Yeah.
Woman, have you heard my body?
Yeah, but what you can guarantee is that you know, your head's gonna stay nice and smooth for the rest of your days.
Oh, and you ad-libbing.
Wow, what you
Oh,
mean?
and you joke. You're here as a guest. Okay, you see, this is how
No,
everyone
but
getting up on
look,
Jay.
I'm saying,
Everyone getting up on Jay.
I'm
man.
saying this.
Nah,
but
man,
I'm saying this.
'cause-
But in my honest thing, I'm ready to lose my hair. As soon as I start to lose it, I'm cutting it all. I'm growing out my facial hair because that's just
What facial hair, ho?
I cut it.
Damn.
I cut it because I have hair. I don't need to distract anybody with facial hair. Jason,
Yeah, I feel like you had a beard. It would be
no,
very like.
yeah. If I
Let me see. Turn your face sideways.
I can do a chin strap. But listen, I'm Caribbean. Caribbean men don't do beards. We do goatees. And
My
mustache
man, thank
combos,
you.
know?
Thank you.
That's what we do.
So that
We
means I'm
can,
Caribbean too.
yeah, we
Yeah,
don't do
okay.
beards.
Here's my theory on it. Not to go on a tandem, bro. When you got men with beards,
Yeah.
it looks clean if you keep it up, cap. Like, you know, Bert, flawless with it. But a man of my status of what I do, the type of work I do, the body language I emit, the goatee is what suits me best. Because it's basically my goatee is an introduction to when I enter the room. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Now, I done the beard and whatnot. It's a lot of maintenance. And also, when it comes to my lifestyle, I feel like the goatee complements me better. You know, being a biker, being an adrenaline junkie.
It fits you, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
man.
Like, I don't mean to discredit anyone. I just think, to me, suave, man, the
Yeah.
goatee's always been that
'cause,
prestige
when
look.
you see someone with a beard and they seem more stoic, they're more reserved in regards
Yeah.
like they're not as high energy as you see someone with a mustache goatee come, you're like, oh, that guy's spicy. He got it like that. He's you know,
It's
and
spicy.
Oh,
I'm
man.
Caribbean,
I
you
wouldn't
know,
use
I'm
the term
spicy.
spicy.
See,
do that again.
People have taken the word spicy and turned it into something bad. Spicy.
Why?
You said you wouldn't use spicy.
I wouldn't use the term spicy because when I hear spicy, I hear like calypso, like very flamboyant.
See that? What did I just say?
I'm not saying that's a bad thing, though.
No, I mean,
I mean, you're
we're
also the same
Caribbean.
cat who
Yeah.
had beads in his hair and shit, like those little
Okay.
gold caps. So that suits you. I'm just saying. I'm not here to clown you.
No.
It suits. Tell me I'm wrong.
No,
it
yeah,
doesn't
it
suit
was
you.
fire. I was
I mean,
looking like a Nubian prince when I had it in my hair. That was weird.
Y'all be
Brought it
going,
up
y'all
like
be
that,
going
yo.
shot for shot, man. That's what I love. By the way, this podcast is amazing.
oh, we thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah, man.
Thank
Y'all
you.
got great
Appreciate it.
energy over here. Y'all be having me laugh, and you know, shit, you make me laugh. It's funny.
Oh,
Well,
shucks.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, but we about to cut up because you know one of the
Golly.
things with the interview, I'm very critical towards artists, man, because I feel like a lot of times especially me growing up, I was around a lot of artists coming up, and it was
Yeah.
an experience. And the way I feel about you guys is your brain's on a different wave. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You guys view the world from a different, stance, and I think that's a beautiful part. But it's also scary because one thing I have learned, especially I know we had conversations, man, that this is all or nothing for you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This is not. It's like we all work 9 to 5s. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But when you're pursuing your dreams, it's different. So as I say that, what made you did you wake up one day and be like, yo, this is it? Or this is something you've been contemplating your whole life? Like what really set that foundation for you to be like, yo, I want this?
As far as music,
Yeah.
I mean, when I was younger, bro, I used to write like lyrics and stuff when I was a kid. But like, that
You
shit
writing
was-
them love letters?
I did, man.
Aw.
I write a lot of music for about love. That's really my best songs. But that's a side note. But
Okay.
yeah, man, I've been writing music like since I was a kid, here and there though, but like not really taking it seriously. But
What are some
it's some-
artists? I don't mean to cut you off.
nah, you good,
You
King.
can continue. My apologies.
Nah, you good. What's
I was
up?
like, what are some artists that inspired you growing up that
Oh
made you
man,
want to chase this?
shout out to OVO, man. Shout out to the Six. Shout out to Drake. You know,
6'6".
I just like how Drake, like his music is like very mellow. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say early Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all Drake, man. You can't deny his work, bro.
So he, I agree. He definitely makes hits, but my opinion of Drake now isn't a high one.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I want to say that, early on when he was hungry, when he really did want to make it out there, he was, making good music that was also had wide appeal. But I think nowadays he's just making music that has wide appeal, right? Like he makes
Okay.
hits.
But I mean,
makes
but
catchy
he's a
music.
hit factor.
Yeah.
But if my thing is, and again, I understand you guys. How old are you, brother?
I'm 26
26
and young.
You guys are in your 20s. So Drake is my age, right? When
Is he?
Drake first came out, yeah. I can't say I was a fan because at the same time, you have to remember back in the day, it was like hot gimmick, go hot gimmick, especially with Lil Wayne's entourage. We saw his whole roster and where they at now.
Yeah.
And one thing I did
Oh,
respect
my
about
lean
Drake in the beginning, man, we didn't really hear a dude who was so emotional. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ridiculed him. I really just repelled his music after he started doing his hard shit because it was like
when he was beefing with like Meek Mill and shit.
Nah, not even
Nah,
before
before
that,
that.
man. Like the hard shit, like, yo, here's the cat who's talented. And
Yeah.
I'll be real with y'all. And for the viewers out there, you got to give dudes they flowers, even if you don't
Yeah.
like them. If they can make
No,
a song
yeah,
that you
definitely.
fuck with,
Yeah.
you got to give them that respect. And that's how I look at it. That's just my personal opinion. Now, when you talk about an individual like Drake, this is a dude who basically would be considered an industry plant
Yeah.
in some eyes because when he came out, you have to look at his roster. I don't know any upcoming artists who can get a caliber of Eminem and Kanye West and Lil Wayne as a mixtape.
Yeah.
So my theory, he's an industry plant, but it doesn't take away from the fact that this dude makes hits.
Yeah.
He does shit that moves the soul. Like
He
same
do.
thing with Bad Bunny. Don't like him, but if the music touches me, you have to give that man that respect.
Yeah.
Because if you can't, I'm sorry, you're a straight up hater.
I mean, because I feel like sometimes some people as listeners, sometimes they want to listen to what you're saying in a story, but
Yeah.
we have to understand that music is a vibration and energy. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Break that down.
music is a vibration and energy, like it just always has been. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Sound is
So,
vibration.
yeah,
Music
so
is
it's like
sounds. Music is vibration.
even from your voice, how the
Yeah.
way, your melodies, all that's vibration. So whatever you saying, like, you may not understand what somebody's saying, or you may not like what they're saying, but
Yeah.
if it's getting you moving, like it's good music, and sometimes as artists, bro, we don't know exactly what we want to talk about, man. I seen an interview with Jay-Z. He was saying like how his first few years, he didn't even know what to talk about until after he started making so much music. You got to think like how much thoughts come through our minds, you know what I'm saying? So the best thing as artists is to, get those thoughts out, and then you'll be able to start expressing what you really want to talk about.
So let me, if I may, right? Let me ask you this,
What's up?
because you consider yourself an artist, right?
Yes, sir.
A person with the way that I look at things, and I only can speak for myself. I don't know if you guys agree. When I hear someone like Drake, I don't look at him as an artist. I look at him as an entertainer.
Yeah. I
And
can agree.
that, like, an artist to me would be Kendrick Lamar. An
Okay.
artist to me would be someone like J. Cole. An artist to me would be someone like Missy Elliott. An entertainer would be someone like Cardi B. An
performer.
entertainer would be someone like Bad Bunny. As much as I don't like him, in my opinion, he's an artist.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not an entertainer. So being that you're an artist, I have heard your music,
Yeah.
and I give you a lot of respect because I think people have to understand you're putting your life on the line in the sense you're exposing yourself. And as you expose yourself, you consider yourself an artist or entertainer?
Man, I mean, I'm flowing, bro. So however you see it, and you see me on camera as an entertainer, that's how you see it. And if you see me as an artist, that's how you see it.
Okay.
I'm flowing with my with my life and my journey and my purpose. Music for me has been a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, people tell me all the time that I'm very entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm really just being myself.
I
Really.
I see that, you being an artist and whatnot. Is it safe to say that, do you look at individuals like Drake, like J. Cole, like the pioneers in the rap game at the top right now. Do you look at them as brothers, or would you consider them competition, and why?
No, I see them as brothers because they in the same field that I'm doing, and I don't look at anything as competition. I'm not competing with no one. You know, I'm on my own race. So it's like, you know, I look at them as brothers because, like I said, a lot of artists have their own story, you know, and sometimes, like you said, sometimes us as, you can say, I guess, African Americans who really don't have another route. Music
Yeah.
is always the route. It's always somebody in school, like middle school, elementary school, that's
Yeah.
trying to rap. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Queen.
Don't they say isn't it that's how hip hop was born?
No.
Or I don't know where. I mean,
Go ahead,
I don't
go
know
ahead.
what the explanation was.
Yeah.
Where I think it was like an interview or like a podcast with a white rapper, and somebody asked him about like how, does he feel like a guest in the hip hop industry, or does he
Yeah.
feel like
Okay.
or something? I don't know if
I
you've
get what
seen
you're
it.
saying.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, I'm a hip hop head,
Right.
because at least for me, it's not even hip hop head. I think what makes this beautiful, like how we have here, we're not hip hop heads here. We're music heads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we listen to rock, bro.
Yeah,
We listen to R&B.
Bachata.
We,
Reggaeton.
reggaeton. You see me
Reggaeton.
listen to Selena. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of like,
Selena?
yo, the
Yeah.
fuck, bro? Ain't you black? I'm like, yeah.
You
and
be listening.
I listen to
I'm in your car.
That's good music,
Celine
though.
Dion.
Yeah,
you
that's
know what I'm
good music.
saying? So what I will say this about hip hop, and
Hello,
being
Nancy.
that you're young, and Ben, you know, you're young and you're young. So
You're young too, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Let me ask you something. Let's do a trivia knowledge real quick on this, man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask you guys this, and we'll start with the ladies first,
Okie doke.
being that you know our beautiful co-host. What are the
I
five?
am. Thank you.
You know what, Ben? As I look you in your face, yes, you are handsome. I have no problem giving a man his flowers. You
Am
are
I
an
a pretty
attractive man.
girl?
The only thing is, you could piss a nigga the fuck off.
Yo,
That being said, what are, and if you know, what are the 5 elements of hip hop?
I don't know.
Does it take a while, guess, love?
No,
Just take
how do I even begin to answer that?
You're
Say
in
5
college,
things. Just say 5 things.
educated
Say
guess,
5
love.
things.
Say 5 things. The 5 elements of hip hop. What do you think they consist of? I'm gonna give you the guys the answer. I just want to see because you guys are young.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I don't know
Yeah.
how to answer that because in terms of like
There's 5 elements like fire, water, like you
Oh,
know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, yeah.
So what do you think are the 5 elements of hip hop that make it what it is?
Jason, my mind is at a blank right now. Like even if you ask me what are the 5 elements of like bachata or reggaeton, I wouldn't know how to deconstruct that question and know how to answer it.
Yeah, give her some time to think on it.
Tell
I-
me you
I
never
don't know.
dated a black hip hop guy without telling me you never dated a black hip hop guy.
You know,
I'm just talking shit.
you know my record, my dating
Let me
record.
ask you, what would be the 5 elements, homie? Because I feel like
Bro, it's
you kind of
fucking-
know.
Oh,
No, I don't know.
Did you say what?
tempo? I was gonna
Tempo.
say tempo.
Okay.
You know, rhythm.
Okay.
Lyrics.
Okay.
You're
You're not too far off.
Story, man.
Story.
Soul, just-
Okay. One more.
and me.
And you.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, you're right though. You, our history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, my G?
Honestly, he kind of like, honestly, to be real, child, I don't really know all that. I just make music, but what bro just said, like, you know, all those characteristics that he just said, you know.
So
So
Oh, you know what? Mr. Watatuya says have everyone say
I
one
think-
element they think
yeah.
rather than everyone say 5.
okay.
I mean, I
Well,
already.
you
I
You know
already-
what? Thank you, Mr.
I already
Watatuya.
said like the 5 best answers.
Okay.
You know.
So
Oh.
Less
if-
overwhelming.
If I may explain what the 5 elements of hip hop are.
Mm.
Yes, please.
All right. DJing.
Oh.
okay.
Yes.
Why DJing? Because the DJ is what the life of the party.
Right.
So,
Spins the record, gets things in the mood.
Makes sense.
All right. The second one,
Uh-huh.
break dancing. It's an
Mhm.
essential
Yes.
part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You express how you feel when you get that cardboard, you make they move. The third one, MCing.
Uh-huh.
Mike Champ. You were always known as an MC. You had to spit that shit. You had to be, real with it. The fourth one, graffiti.
Mhm.
Being in the ghetto, that's where hip hop came from. It came from the barrios. It came from the ghettos and whatnot. So graffiti was a reflection of the artistry of hip hop and the culture of how we expressed ourselves back in the day. And the most important element of hip hop is knowledge. Why? Because
Oh.
knowledge is power. These 5 elements is what created hip hop. So that's something I was taught at a young age, because believe it or not, you guys get a lot of hate. Yeah, because your song, you know what I'm saying? Your song, you'll find these, and it's really unfortunate. You find like these older cats my age and older, like, oh no, you don't know what fucking music is. Da, 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 da. Like you sound like a pissed off rapper that never made it, dude.
Yeah.
Stop hating. And I think it's very important to understand those elements, because you guys apply that, you live and breathe that, so when I hear that you're pushing your music, and
I'm not really pushing a music career. I just like doing it for fun.
but you see right there, that's the beauty. You're doing it for fun. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, nowadays, dudes is doing it for an image. They're not doing it because they love it. They're doing it hoping to get lucky. It's like strike and
Playing a lottery.
it's like a lottery
Yeah.
scratch off ticket. So now to get into that conversation, man,
Okay.
we all know that we all tell our
My bad,
stories
bro.
through our
Playing
music.
pussy,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And being that we tell our stories, my brother,
Yeah.
obviously we have all gone through trauma,
Yes, sir.
right? Is it safe to say that your trauma is what set up your foundation to pursue this dream?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, I had trauma, with it, but
How did the trauma that you went through in your life open your eyes and made you, plant your feet in order to pursue this? Sorry to
that's
go,
deep. That's deep. I'm trying to think, because
Or did
'Cause it-
this help you through your trauma?
Yeah.
it did. And then, like, to be honest with y'all, like, I can't even really go back in time with trauma because I let it in the past. So it's kind of like hard to, like, I can tell you like stories and stuff like that, but as far as me to go back in time to feel that, I can't, because believe it or not, music has helped me to express myself. I feel like for the longest time, as a young kid, as a young adult, wherever I was doing, whether I was playing sports or whatever, I always wanted to express myself. But I never had the opportunity to do it how I wanted to. And but I learned that, everything is timing. At the time, it wasn't my time to be speaking to everyone and trying to tell everybody something, you know what I'm saying? But
Meek Supreme, I'm proud of you, brother. So
Hey,
they fucking with you in
shout
the
out
chat,
to Meek,
dog.
man. I went to school with him, man. We played college ball together. So, a lot of my folks know where I've been at, what I have done, you know what I'm saying? And, it's all love to everybody that's been in my journey, in my history. I love y'all.
As you've gone through your journey, right? Has it honestly put you between the rock and the hard place? Have you lost like certain people you don't fuck with because they secretly hated on you? How's the journey been so far?
What you mean? You saying as far as like
Have you
what, like
lost
friends?
anybody?
Huh?
Have you lost anybody on your journey?
Like
As-
Not like they're losing their life, but
Yeah,
because
but
That too, though. That too. I did lose somebody on my journey, but we're gonna talk about that. Go ahead.
yeah, so like I could say right now, like as I started this podcast, I'm very thankful for my team I have
Yeah.
here, but it wasn't with them originally. And
Right.
I'll be honest with you, man. I have learned that when you obtain your dreams in life, some people are there for the right reason. Some people are not there for the right reason. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that was my case, but it reminds me of a story I was listening to where the gentleman goes, there's a bird, right? And that bird was basically enjoying his food. And this is during the winter time. And because it was enjoying itself, it didn't leave in time and it ended up freezing and it fell to the ground. And as it fell to the ground, a cow walked by and took a shit on it. Now,
Damn,
as it's
what?
covered in shit, it kept it warm, so it was able to stay alive, and it was chirping, trying to break out. And a cat walks over and hears it chirping, digs it out the shit, and eats it. Moral of the story is not everybody who shits on you in your life is against you, and not everybody who helps you out is for you.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yes.
wow.
I
That's
think
deep.
I think that's an analogy of what
That's deep.
happens when you pursue your dreams.
Yeah, man.
So if we could go around the table, as usual, we keep it traditional. We're traditional over here.
Hey.
To talk to my lovely host over here, Nate. When it comes to pursuing your dreams, my love, right? What are some of the things that went wrong that you're happy that went wrong that made you feel stronger today, if you don't mind sharing with us.
So for the longest time, I never really knew what I wanted to do with my life. I kind of always struggled with, I was always in the moment, you know, like doing day by day kind of stuff. My biggest, I guess you could say, inspiration or mentor would be my older brother.
The one that's in college,
the one that he lives in Jacksonville.
No,
I
let's
mean,
give a shout out
he
to him.
graduated.
Give him a shout
Shout out to bro.
Shout out to my brother. Ivan.
What's his name? What's his name?
His name's Ivan.
Huh?
His name's Ivan.
Ivan, shout out to you, man.
Man.
Yeah.
She motivated your sister.
Hey,
So-
you're a real one.
Okay, so you know, being a part of a semi-immigrant household, my brother's the oldest in our family, and so growing up, you know, my mom, you know, she's from Mexico, and so she always relied on him for certain stuff, you know, for certain help or like ideas and help and whatnot. And so being the firstborn, I always saw him trial and error, doing stuff, making mistakes, and learning from them. And being the middle child, it always helped me learn from his mistakes and work through my own. And obviously, my younger sister, she flies by, you know.
She's the baby.
She's the baby.
She's
And-
the baby.
It started off, you know, going through middle school. My brother had always told my mom, "Oh, I always wish you put me in soccer in high school." He plays soccer now. You know, he's 30. He's living on
Never
his
too
own,
late.
and he's on a team. But he
Never too late,
wishes
bro.
he wishes that he was a part of that activity in high school. And so when I started my middle school, high school years, I remember him specifically telling me, "Oh, you should try out for the basketball team." Or whatever. And so I did. Obviously, I was a sixth grader and I sucked, so I didn't make the team. No, I tried out
You
for
didn't
volleyball.
suck, you just weren't good.
I tried out for volleyball and I didn't make it because I sucked. But I tried out for basketball and I did make it because, you know, I was pretty tall for my age.
Okay.
And then throughout high school, I kind of kept that same mentality. So even though I didn't know exactly what my dreams were, I did know that I wanted to stay proactive and help in some way, feel a sense of purpose. So for as long as I can remember, I always do something, whether in school, whether it be participate in sports. You know, I mean, I won most athletic in my high school.
Okay.
I played a bunch of sports as much as I could without burning out. I was in bands, you know, I played the bass. I was in a lot of extracurricular activities. When I graduated at MDC, I was in SGA. I did a lot of volunteer work for the school and for the city. At FIU, I'm now gaining more towards my career path, which is marketing. So being a part of the American Marketing Association for a semester, doing internships and always doing something, you know. So
Okay.
I can't remember the last time where I just worked, like literally work and go home.
So you always challenging yourself.
I'm
and-
always challenging myself. So and it's
like that.
but to this day it's still so annoying because when everybody asks me, "Oh, like what are you studying?" "Oh, I'm studying marketing." "Okay, what kind of job can you get with that?" "Oh, what do you want to do with your life? What do you see yourself 5 years from now?"
Oh
And
shit!
it's
Talk about the
still-
anxiety, bro.
And I already have anxiety, and it's just such an annoying question to answer because I don't know what to say. Because as far as my career path, I know where it can lead me, you know, creatively and analytically. I know what kind of jobs I can obtain. I know the structure of what I want to do. I just don't ask me what company, because you can pretty much work for any company with similar job responsibilities.
Okay.
And
So
I don't know. Yeah.
So I would like. I feel like that comes down. You prove that saying that says, you know, smart people learn from the mistakes. White people learn from other people's
White
mistakes.
people.
Wise.
I heard white people. I was like,
Nah, we ain't doing
In case
that.
you haven't
We ain't
noticed, you
doing
see
that.
how greasy my forehead is. I'm tired. Okay, so please, permiso.
Gotta take that CMOS, man. CMOS
Yeah,
is good for your
right.
energy.
Hell,
Actually,
And
healing
meditation, meditation.
All right, so I like your
fruits.
response, love.
Yeah.
That's something that
So,
is.
yeah,
dope.
I'm more of if I see an opportunity, I take it.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't I don't want to feel bad for answering I don't know where I see myself 5 years from now, because I know myself. I know that I will try to go for an opportunity, and then I'll take it if it presents itself. So I'm not go with the flow. I'm I'm working and I'm hustling, but I don't want to jinx myself. I don't know what I'll do. Hopefully I
And that's
will
perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
let-
love.
pursue
let-
an internship. If it goes someplace, then I will keep pursuing, or
Can I say
Some-
something?
yeah.
Let excuse me. Let time tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell. I fit in the same shoes you are. That's why I'm really interested in what you're talking about. Because life
Mm.
can be like you always doing something, doing this, doing that, doing that.
The most
That's a great thing. That's
Life brought me here.
That's
I
Right.
would have never thought I'd be doing a podcast. I am so, if you watch the early videos of me coming on,
Right.
Jason can vouch. I barely talked. I was very shy. I am a very shy
She was a
person, you
hermit
guys.
Yeah,
crab.
back when the podcast was
back,
good.
back. Oh, see,
Yeah.
that's
Oh
that
my
bullshit.
God.
So I love your answer, love, and that's a newfound respect, yo. That's definitely newfound respect. What about
Yeah.
you, my brother? What's up, Ben?
If just for one time, can you just run the question by again?
Yeah, it was a deep question.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
yeah.
it had me like I couldn't.
No, 'cause,
for me,
like,
I'm a quick person to respond. So it's like
I want to, because I don't want to really model my answer too much off of what Nat said.
yeah.
Because it's mainly because the question was long form and I kind of forgot it. So I want to be able to attack every part of it.
Okay, what shit, now you kind of fucked me
Yeah,
up.
I think
That's okay, man.
I think the question was like,
What motivated you
Well,
to pursue your dreams? Like what
oh, and then what kind of
Yeah.
obstacles did you have in the
Like,
way?
yeah,
Yeah.
that defined and encourage you to, pursue the life that you want.
so I guess I would say that my dreams are open ended because I would.
Meek Supreme, salute to all of y'all. We love you too, man. We
Hey,
thank
shout
you
out to
for
Meek,
tuning in.
man.
Make sure if this is your
God bless
first
you,
time,
man.
you hit that like and subscribe button.
Is
Stay
that
prayed
the
up, brother.
Astro merch? Were you wearing your own merch right now?
Oh yeah, man. Y'all
Yeah,
caught me
man.
off guard,
Nice.
man.
Entrepreneur in the
Hey,
house.
hey,
you
hey,
feel me?
hey,
Make
hey,
sure
hey.
that
Hey.
saying after the show ends, we'll
You
post
got
that
the link
link.
to your
Yeah.
channel on your Instagram.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
To be honest with y'all, we're gonna get back to what you were saying, man, because I want to. I'm really interested in y'all stories.
Yeah.
I'm really into like human connection.
Yeah.
Especially
Man, I
Ben.
am. I've been through a lot.
You want
bro.
to see
I've
how
been
you
through
want to
a
see
lot,
what's
man.
going on in
But
the
look-
old noodle.
I always want to know what's going up in his noggin.
So okay,
But-
so here we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I guess I would separate my dreams into two categories: the realistic ones and the ones that are understandably out of reach. And
Okay.
so the realistic one is, so I'm in the field of IT.
Mhm.
You know, that's been my path for, ever since I graduated high school. So I see myself realistically getting a job at a security firm, as like an analyst or something, or like a network administrator, something like that, like something boring, something safe, something solid, right?
Yeah.
And then we have the dream that's slightly out of reach, where what I want to do, because I see myself as a creative, right? I wouldn't consider myself an artist because I don't really, I don't really,
Bro, take your flowers, G.
No, this is what I mean when I say that though, because I rather say creator than artist, because I do more. I like to, right? Like it's. So let me say this: I don't consider Astro Mikey an artist, right? I consider him a creator. Why? Because he makes music. He has his clothing brand.
Thank
He
you.
networks,
Give us
right?
some clap for that.
Right.
Give us
That's
some
love.
clap.
I felt
like
that, bro.
I like
He's
that.
building
Yeah.
an all-encompassing thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm on right now, right? So
Okay.
I myself, I'm not really focused on music. I don't really consider myself even like good at
You got
music.
bars though. Peanut butter and jelly.
If you were there for the last, you guys would have heard it. Shout out to Overcast. Shout out to Irvin
Sorry,
for
I'm
helping
just,
produce that beat.
sorry, I'm just looking up the definition of artist. I want the textbook
Yeah.
definition.
Nate is
No,
our
go
fact
off,
checker,
yeah.
so go ahead,
What's
mama.
the,
A person who creates, performs, or produces music as a profession. Music artists can be singers, songwriters, instrumentalists, composers, or producers. That doesn't really.
No, I believe an artist is anything. Art is everything.
yeah, art is
So
everything.
so and a creator is everything. So it's like artists, this podcast, artists, what's bro name of the engineer? Lewis. Shout out to Lewis, man.
The
Yeah,
ones
Lewis
that-
on the one and O's,
You know what I'm
dog.
saying? That's art.
Show your pretty face,
Yeah,
cuz.
so Meek Supreme says creator is a more diverse word that connects all of your talents into a word that doesn't put you into a box, right?
Yeah.
Because when you think
Oh.
artist,
Meek.
right, specifically,
Mm.
you think
Thank you, Meek
music,
Supreme.
right? But when you think
But it's a
creator,
spectrum on
no,
everything.
it is a spectrum. But people respond to how words are used, right? And even
Yeah.
though
And delivery.
right, and even though
Yeah.
you can mean a word some way, other people will take it another way. So it'd be better to avoid the semantics and use the word that best represents what you're talking about. So
Okay.
I would best use creator.
Okay.
And so
I like that.
right, so I'm trying to do my own thing with like my clothing. Like I've worn my brand on the pod a few times. I'm trying to I paint, right? I'm trying to animate and stuff like that. Like my most out of reach goal would be to have like my own like television show, right?
Why would that be
That-
outreach though?
It's because
I
like,
like that.
let's
Yeah, why would it be an outreach? Cuz
because let's be realistic, right?
No, let's be real.
Yeah, let's be
that was
real.
that was
So-
a real statement. Why is it
So
outreach?
it would take a level of dedication that if I'm being completely honest with myself, I don't have it yet. Right.
Okay, respect.
keyword. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
word.
respect.
Believe it or not, I have many projects that I have left half done in
Mm.
regards to that because it I'd be on a wave doing something like taking my time doing something, and then something happens and I lose that. I get into art like artist block or whatever, and it's just gone, right? And
My
so
tattoo.
I don't. Her tattoo, right?
Yeah.
What's your tattoo?
That
just
she's been waiting
Right,
for almost a year.
It's a lyric
sometimes
tattoo.
sometimes I lose
Huh.
myself, and I it's hard for me to hop back onto the wave of creating stuff like that. So
Okay.
so that would be that's like out of even though it's possible, and I thank you.
Can I
right?
say something? Can I say something?
Yeah, I want to.
Go
You
ahead,
say
go ahead.
something, and then I'll
Yeah,
follow.
that's okay, bro. That's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to when something happens and it's
Yeah.
like that's normal. That's
Yeah.
normal. But what's normal too is that you can see that. If you can see that, hear me, bro.
No,
Hear
yeah,
me.
that's what
If you
I'm
can
saying.
see
I-
that, you can achieve it.
Yeah.
For real.
Think about it
that's,
this
way.
That's the first step.
One
No, yeah.
thing I always was understood is if you think you can, and if you think you can't, you
Yeah.
are right. You have to understand that. If you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you are right. Choice is yours, homie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
My biggest wish is to see another Ruben stand-up routine. Yeah, I used to do stand-up.
Dude.
I used to do stand-up.
Stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I used
Give me
to
a joke
do,
right now. I mean, you've been
Ooh, he
joking.
putting you on the
Uh,
spot.
Nah, because
I
I
love it.
ain't even
I love it.
So I mean a joke on the spot, right? That would take like a build up, and then the
Nah,
punchline.
bullshit.
I
You
know,
just
but-
cut rug on me earlier
No, but-
today.
Yeah,
cuz.
he be
No, but-
cutting up
but
on you,
here's the
bro.
thing, here's the thing.
I want,
Like, come on,
it's
man.
easier for those when you have the layup and I just slam dunking, as I do stuff like that. But like,
okay.
off
I
the
got a
dome, right?
ball
I feel
head.
you. I feel you. Though. I feel you because that's how I am with
Yeah.
like when people ask me to freestyle.
And you're just like, oh,
Not gonna
right.
lie, baby, yeah, I gotta give you a 10. That shit hand right, smoking good, roll up again. I put a
Okay.
window down so you can
In case
see how
y'all
you
don't
forget.
know.
And put a window down so I can watch your curls blow. And put a window down so I can watch your curls blow. Oh, stars in the ceiling like we driving a Wraith. Clouds in the whip and we driving away.
Yeah.
Eyes bloodshot red. You look high and I like it. Hey, baby,
You
keep
were ready
rolling. Let's
for
get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
check it
flowing
out.
though, but
In
it's
case
flowing.
y'all
No,
don't
It's
yeah,
flow.
you
know
know,
what I'm saying?
we gonna do a cipher today for y'all. He's an artist.
Yeah,
We
I mean,
gotta-
we're gonna
we
see,
gotta
though.
spit. And Nate's gonna spit too.
No,
We're gonna have fun, man. We're gonna have fun.
So,
Continue, Ben.
So yeah, and that's just the kind of stuff that's in the back of my mind all the time. Like I've and I've been feeling a lot better recently. I've been trying to create more. I've been painting. I've been posting to my Instagram more. I've been posting to my YouTube channel and stuff like
Is it
that.
because you're in love?
Is it because I'm in love? It is because I feel like that all right, so I have a girlfriend, right? And I
You
think
got a boo thing.
I think that if I'm going to be someone that is worthy of being in a relationship, you need to have ambition, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't
Amen.
I don't believe
Yes.
in staying stagnant, especially if you're with another person, because the way that it works is if you're going to keep growing, you have to keep
Entwined.
growing like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Instead of
Mm.
like, because the idea of like, oh, he got his thing, I got my thing, we're doing our thing, we're doing our thing. That doesn't
It's not.
It doesn't
click to
work
me.
that way.
Yeah, it doesn't click
It
to
don't
me.
work
So-
that way.
So yeah, like it wouldn't make sense to continue cultivating these talents so I can it could possibly yield something in the future that would allow me to better what's the word? Better
Further-
use my time for things that matter, right?
Right.
Like building a family, stuff like that. And so and without going into too much detail, it wasn't easy like being me. Like even now, like I would consider myself someone that gets anxious pretty easily. I wouldn't say that I have anxiety, right? But I would say that I get anxious pretty easily, and
Mhm.
it's gotten better because I don't mean to like preach to you, but it's just like releasing yourself to the Lord and, like coming
Take
to terms
flight.
that,
Yes, sir.
allowing yourself to be guided by the word of God and things of that nature. It gets easier to live
Ooh.
and
Yes,
not
sir.
This is
worry
a
about
sign
your
of Ben
future.
we haven't seen
I love
Yeah,
that. I love that.
I like this.
I love how you
I like
talking
that.
right now. I really do.
Yeah.
The
This
stuff
is
that
a
I'm
sign
saying, you wouldn't
that's
believe that I'm a
genuine.
Christian, right? The stuff that
Huh?
I say, you wouldn't believe it. No, but and so yeah, it gets easier, and I'm not really worried about my future all too much because I've just like given into the idea of just releasing it all to God, and
Yes, sir.
he'll do his thing, right? But I'm also not. I don't let opportunities like pass me by, right? If I see that there's something that I believe that I can achieve, then I'll try my best to do it, right? Even if the result isn't what I thought it would initially be, but at least I can say I tried my best, right? And so that's like my whole thing. Try your best, but don't beat yourself up if it doesn't go that way
Be
because
satisfied.
yeah, exactly. Because that means because you get in what you put out, right? And if
Mm.
you didn't put in your best, you're not gonna get your best. And so you can't even like if I were to do
Yes,
some
sir.
shit and I didn't put in 100%, I'm not mad, right? Like so an example would be my class, my economic class. I got a C in that class. I'm not mad. I'm happy I got a C because I wasn't doing shit in that class, bro. And-
Is it safe to say in your case,
Yeah.
right? You understand that you don't want to ask yourself what if.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where it really gets critique with that because I think everybody's different with that.
Because my whole thing, and ask my friends, I say this all the time. It do be what it do be. It do be what it do be do.
It
You
is
know?
what it
You know?
is,
Yeah,
cuz.
you know?
That boy got
It is,
bars,
like,
man.
bro, like,
Yeah.
and and it's gotten a lot easier. Because I used to be really, growing up, I felt things harder than most, right? I was
Mm.
very sensitive in the way that I felt my emotions stronger as a child, and so that caused its own problems for me growing up, and having to learn to temper that raw emotion or like the knee-jerk reaction to things that I would feel. It really helped me out now because when things happen, it just kind of just slides off. It's
Yeah.
like because it's my idea is like this: if I can do something about it, then I'll do something about it. If I can't, then what is even the point of worrying about it,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And so, when I think about my future, things I want to do, can I do something about my future? Yes. So I shouldn't be worried about what happens to my future because if I try my best, then I'll get the best out, right? And even if it doesn't pan out the way that I hope, I know that in my heart of hearts that it's going to be okay. And that's something I also learned. And that's the reason why I stopped doing psychedelics because I learned that on psychedelics. And because I learned that lesson, I told myself that, I don't need it anymore because I got what I was looking for out of it.
Amen.
And,
Wow.
yeah,
All right.
I got what I was
Amen.
looking for out of psychedelics.
Okay.
So now I fully off that. And on top, it's just stuff like that. It's like piece by piece, you slowly become the person that you are meant to be. Even
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't see it, everybody
It's
is
fate.
becoming the person that you are meant to be. There, and I feel like I'm on the right path. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea.
And that's beautiful.
That's
know,
beautiful. Yeah, it is.
But
You-
but I feel like as long as I continue to try and better myself, then nobody can take that from me.
You're right.
And that's
your
just how I feel
worth,
about
your
that.
worth to you
Yeah.
is the most important
Fact.
at the end of the
Exactly.
day.
You have to
Absolutely
be your
right.
biggest
You know what I
fan.
mean?
Yeah.
And I want to let you know something, brother. I love you, man, because
Hey.
this is what I
Man, I
love.
you too, dog.
This
The vibe.
when I had an opportunity to
Yeah.
come up on a podcast. Thank y'all too for letting me come up.
No,
on
man.
No
Thank
worries.
you
For joining
Thank you
us,
for
guys.
being here, bro.
It's a blessing, man. And when I do stuff like this, or anything I do, I want to let it be genuine, like open up. You know what I'm saying? Like to where we all understand each other. You see how we talking
Yeah.
about something, and now we all opening up about certain things in our lives, and sometimes that's what it takes, So keep doing your thing, man.
Hey, man, appreciate
So
it.
let me-
Yo, Overcast in the chat right now. Ben speaking some real shit. You guys find Overcast on SoundCloud and on Instagram. Make some good fucking music.
Okay.
So let me
Yeah.
say something to you,
that,
Ben,
yeah.
real quick, because knowing how you are,
Yeah.
I know we had this conversation
Yeah.
before, the way that you are, sometimes you do projects and you leave them, you
Don't
don't.
leave them undone. Yeah,
leave
I have
them
a lot
undone.
of undone projects. Yeah.
So like from personal experience, you need your foundation, the
Yeah.
building blocks to succeed in whatever it is that you want to succeed in. So at least for this podcast, like I had told you guys before, this podcast is a great way for me to get my feet wet, to build my experience into my career. So if we succeed in this podcast,
Which I will.
When
oh yeah, when we succeed, Sorry.
Speak that life.
when we succeed in this podcast, then that can only mean I can succeed in my career and my future.
Amen.
You know, it's like baby steps. You got to do the practice.
Yeah.
So that's why it's the little things, you know, when you show up on time, or when you put in the effort to do some stuff, even though like we didn't say to do it, you did it on your own.
Yeah.
You know,
Took
it's
initiative.
She's talking about the thumbnails. Look, check out our Am I the Asshole videos on YouTube. They're up now.
so when you make the effort
Yeah.
to, you know, do things at least here or in your personal life, in your work life, it helps. If you get better with those
Yeah.
things, then the projects you do want to do, you're like, you know what, I remember doing this for the podcast, you know, something similar.
Apply
I
it.
could probably, you could
Yeah.
apply it to that, and it like just takes practice, and it takes a lot of mental discipline too.
It does
Yeah.
get easier over time, and honestly I do struggle with finding myself in ruts, at least mentally. So like, you know, like, right, it does get easier over time, and once you allow yourself to feel what you're feeling without it taking away from what you're doing, then it does
Yeah.
become like better, and you could turn it into a strength and stuff like that. And honestly,
Yeah, that's
I-
deep, bro.
yeah,
That's deep what you just
Appreciate-
said. Because to be honest with you, the reason why a lot of stuff is prospering, of course, I put the work in, you know,
Yeah.
to get here. But it's because I finally started to feel. You know what I'm saying? And so
Be aware of your
yeah,
conscience.
yeah, you
So-
gotta be feel, yeah.
Wh-
Go ahead, King.
Let's
let's get
What
back
a
to
year-
you.
yeah,
Yeah, let's get
yeah.
back to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it's all cool, bro. Look, it's all cool, man. This is what it's about, man.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. 20 years from now, some kids gonna look at, somebody's gonna watch this full video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, all right, I'm ready.
So
What's up?
what got you into that path? Same question.
Honestly, kind of like, you know, to relate what she was saying, man, just keep, you know, just doing everything, you know. I was playing basketball first, so I wanted to be an NBA player, you know. Shout out to my cousin, man. He was like my hero. He played with the Kings, and he played with University of Kentucky with Tayshaun Prince. So growing up, I just wanted to be a basketball player. I just seen something bright in him, you know what I'm saying? And so you know, yeah, man. Shit. Damn, I done lost a train of thought, but that's okay though.
Nah, we'll
Yeah,
double
so-
back on it, man. So
When you go back in time, it do it to you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead though. Go ahead, King.
so
Help me out, brother.
logic.
Logic. My bad.
No, it's all. I understand it's coming out of a place of love. It's just
Yeah.
that title.
Logic hates being called king.
In my opinion, the way I look at it, I haven't earned that.
Yeah.
And I
respect.
come from a upbringing where you have to earn your platform. You have to earn the title that you have. You
Yeah.
know.
What was
and
that that song? I think it was The Weeknd, was it? You know you earned it. What,
Oh yeah. right.
You earned it.
I haven't yet.
Rise up, King.
Not yet. So
That's
at least
respect, though,
with
bro.
me, if I may shed light on myself, man,
Mhm.
when it comes, like I have plenty.
Can we? Would it be? I think it'd be
Why
funny.
you even saying like
I
that?
like how you raised his hand though.
It was like being in class or
So
something.
you know, me and Nat have known Logic for some time. You know, and he is what I would call a storyteller. He has a lot of things that's happened to him in his life, pretty interesting things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know what I think would be just the bee's knees, just totally great, if me and Nat told Jay's story.
Oh shit!
Oh, what do you think about that, Jay?
What now?
Yeah.
Yeah, now, man. I know the time is now.
If I had
so-
to guess what you would say about yourself.
The
Yeah.
time is now.
All right.
Yeah.
King.
Only for a little bit because I want to focus on
No,
it.
it's all
True.
good, man. It's all good. I'm
All right,
flowing,
you can
man.
start,
I'm
you can
flowing.
start.
By all means, go ahead, Joe.
Okay, so knowing Jason, I probably won't do it the way that he would say it, but I would do it based on the knowledge that I have of him. So starting from an early age, you know, as he has told us numerous stories on this podcast, about some of the traumatic experiences he's went through, you know, whether it be in his work life, personal life, family life,
Street life.
street life, all of his
That's the
traumatic
work life.
yeah, all of his traumatic experiences has shaped him to be the man that he is today. So, you know, when he's going through his coming of age, you know, through high school, his teen years, his young adult years, he was in a bike gang, you know, he still
Club.
loves Bike club. I'm so sorry.
And street.
I don't know the terminology.
You can't be using that word.
I'm so sorry.
You can't use that word.
Is it bike club?
So I was
Oopsies.
just to explain, give you guys a background.
Yeah.
Street club and street gang.
Okay.
Growing up.
Oh, the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I
California-
got confused.
California Revolutionary
California.
Sorry, you guys.
Independent Pistol Slingers.
Independent pistols.
California
pistol.
Yeah.
Revolutionary Independent Pistol Slingers.
Oh,
Pistol slingers.
I had to
Jeez.
put the whole thing together. Okay. Yeah.
Where was this at?
My set is based out in Cali. What happened down here is what we call summer vacation.
Okay.
You know, my best friend at the time was from California, and at that point in my life, I was a follower. You know, and when you love your best friend, you're gonna go into the trenches with them, and that's how
Yeah.
I got basically pulled in. And they recruit you, man. A lot of times, not to go off on a tantrum, when it comes to certain aspects in life, especially at that point in my life, you know, when you go through certain traumas, the best way to put it, and I even said it in the freestyle, I come from a good home with a lack of love that turned me into a thug. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what that came down to. But continue, love.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, all of his trauma has shaped him to be the man that he is today. But despite all of those traumatic experiences, he still perseveres, I think is the right word. He still overcomes them, and he has a lot of ambition and dedication to pursue his dreams and to make them come true. If there is one thing that I know about Jason, is that he is a very dedicated person, and he has a lot of motivation, self-discipline as well. So when he puts his mind to something, he will get it done. So it's no doubt that
Thank you,
we
Mama.
will succeed in this podcast because
That's
he
love.
does put a lot of effort into it, and he does believe. He, as intimidating as Logic may be, he has I believe he wears his heart on his sleeve. He has the biggest heart. He does love all of
Facts.
his family and all of his friends as much as he can. And sometimes I have to remind him, I'm like, Jason, not everyone deserves your love. You know, I know that's how you are, but be a little selfish. Not everyone deserves it. You know, I don't want people to go ahead and take it and then take advantage of you.
Mm.
You gotta be a little selfish to be like, no, this is my love.
I'm working on it, love.
You know, but you are working on it. And, you know, despite all of everything you've been through, you know, you are wanting your dreams to come true. You brought us along. You've shared your dream with us. And we've turned your dreams into our dreams. And together we
Hey.
will succeed.
Hey, that's deep.
Thank you, love.
Y'all sound like some artists. I make music, but how the way y'all talking, man. Jeez.
Appreciate you.
Just keep in mind, Ben's probably gonna be satire right now. So
If I had to
Go ahead.
describe Logic in one sentence, it'd probably be this guy's gonna hit me in the face. Keeping it G Money. So
I
you
mean,
know,
I would help you back up.
you see? So you know, grow up on the rough streets. Kendall, what is it? 88 or 808?
So
8.
I grew up all over Miami,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
I,
okay.
I claim Kendall because that's my home, man.
Right.
And I say, and I got this from Crazy Hood when I was working under them. 88, the birthplace, you know what I'm saying, where we
88.
create, you know, Kendall has a very well hidden history. Kendall wasn't always the best place back in the day. When I was growing up as a kid, after Hurricane Andrew, they moved a lot of the ghetto over here.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening, you know, with that whole situation is you either fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? So when people talk about, oh, there's no way you could be from Kendall,
Yeah.
you just don't know that part of Kendall. That's why I say I come from a culture that you guys didn't even know existed. But
Right.
continue.
So yeah, you know, honestly, from the way that Jason talks about his history, this man is literally a white kid that got pushed into the black lifestyle. If I'm gonna be completely honest, because
Nah, don't say it like that. Don't say it.
I want to hear this.
No, this is
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean, you know, because Jason, he was someone that for the most part, he had his head on straight. For the most part, because you know, he's still, no offense to the life that he lived, but he's still, you know, he did get caught up in the lifestyle, and that was unfortunate for him. But at the same time, he made his way out, and that he used that as a springboard to become the man that he is today, because he knows how rough it can get. Right? It's better to be a warrior in the garden and a gardener in war. You know what I'm saying? So he
Mhm.
knows the depth of brutality in the heart of man, and he also knows how to control that within himself. And at the same time, it's like, but this guy, right? He's not one that you would consider like, if you were to say the things that he was involved in as a youth, and you see his interests now, they wouldn't, at least to me, they don't mesh, right?
Yeah.
He's into anime, he's into trance music, right? Like EDM, like
Celine Dion.
right? I remember when I first met him at work, and he was just a loud black guy, right? He's just actually, I first met him at my interview, but that's besides the point. First interacting with him at work, I thought he was a loud black guy, and listening to him talk, like, oh, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. He's very passionate about the things that he talks about. Let me see if I can keep talking to this guy. And then he just comes up to me like, yo, man, doing the podcast, trying to hop on what you're doing. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And now we're here. And I would see Jason as someone who is ambitious, someone who holds themselves to a high regard, but also knows when to keep their head down in regards to the things that he's achieved, without making it seem like he's trying to prove anything to anybody. Because that's the number one thing that at least I get from him. He isn't trying to prove anything to anybody but himself, because he knows that at the end of the day, you're born alone, you die alone. You know what I'm saying?
So you come in this world by yourself, you die by yourself.
Exactly. But it's not, don't try to take it as something grim, even though I do believe sometimes Jason is selfish in that philosophy, because he does things that, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But it's not as grim as some would think, because if you hold on to that idea, you live alone, you die alone, then it's not so scary to live. Jason isn't someone he's not afraid to live, right? That's something that
and he's not afraid to die either.
Exactly.
Be.
That's the part I don't like.
Okay.
Can I say something?
This is what I mean when I say that.
Go ahead.
Because I mean, I don't fear death, right? But I'm not actively looking for it.
Yeah.
Jason is a junkie for it, and I don't like that. But at the same time, I'm happy that he finds peace in his search for speed and excitement and clarity. Yeah. As you're saying, Astro.
Man, just to touch base on what y'all was saying, man. I work with Best Buy with these two fellas right here, and this young lady. I didn't get the chance to meet her till now, but blessings. You know what I'm saying? When I first met my guy, man, he was very cool, very energetic.
Was that intimidating?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
You just
kind
of have that aura about you. Like
a little
I said,
bit.
This guy's gonna hit me in the face.
It's not a bad way. It's like you got strong energy. You know what I'm saying? You're a child of God, bro.
Respect.
And
thank you.
And so every time I talk to you, bro, it was always genuine. And when you told me about this podcast, bro, if you think about this, because I can go back in time, we was over there about Bose headphones, and he was like, bro, I'm finna start this podcast. And he was going on and on about it. And I was like, I told you, bro. I said, yeah, bro, one day, like, I hop on and look at it now. You know what I'm saying? So
took a year.
Yeah, but some people, it takes 10 years. Sometimes it takes people 20 years, 30 years. You did things in a time span that, doesn't seem real. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, man, you're a good dude, man, genuine guy.
I appreciate that, cuz.
Yeah, man. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. I love that. If I may,
wait, he's also a meanie head.
So, just to get clarity and to maybe give the audience understanding of like why I move the way I move, yo. Listen, we all go through pain, bro. Yeah, that's just what it is. As I reflect on a lot of things, bro, I have always told myself, yo, I've gone to a point in life, and I'm pretty sure you could acknowledge this. I have lost friends through death, right? But I have also lost more friends through life. And I think that's the hardest part of it all, because when you lose a friend through life, doesn't mean that they're not here. They are here, but because they couldn't get their mind together, because they couldn't find peace, you had to separate from that. You know what I'm saying? And when you lose your loved ones through life, it's more of an awareness where you have no other choice but to pay attention of what went down, and you know what you want for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Am I a street kid? Yes. Did I indulge in a lot of things that I'm not proud of? Yeah, but I don't regret nothing. You know what I'm saying? A hard head with a soft ass. And again, I say the saying all the time, and I love it so much because I feel like it reflects for me. Calm seas never made a good sailor. So when you talk about you as you're pursuing music, you as you're pursuing IT, you as you're pursuing finances, you know, marketing. I'm sorry.
Money.
You're right. I apologize.
She got that strength in her voice. I'm telling you.
I love it.
You know, I don't blame Logic.
Shut up. That being said, it's like, yo, you got one shot at this.
Yeah.
One shot. There ain't no going back. And I can honestly say what really did it, as I was talking to Nate on the phone the other day, was that traumatic experience that I went through. And that whole saying of born alone, die alone, this is true, but it's also a choice.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And because it's a choice, you have to basically step back sometimes and analyze the reflection that you hold on people. Because like when you're going through something, if you're going through something, my whole philosophy is I'm not going to tell you somebody got it worse than you.
It's not the struggle Olympics.
Nah,
yeah.
But I will say this, you're somebody's worse. You're somebody's worse. You're somebody's worse. And the reason why I say that is what you're going through is literally life and death situation for somebody else. And the fact that you rise above that basically gives them hope. So don't discredit yourself by saying somebody got it worse out there than you. Just understand somebody's rooting for you that you don't even know. And you got to hold that down and you got to humble yourself on that experience. Not everything's going to work out the way that you want it to, but that's just what life is. You know what I'm saying? Life is yin and yang. You can't have the good without the bad. And that balance, it always comes down to a choice. Your perception is the only thing that we control in this life. We don't control how life goes out. We don't control what happens in life 9 out of 10 times. But what we do control is the perception. You're either going to look at it as half empty or half full. And that mindset alone is what's going to basically alter and create the reality that is best for you or bad for you based on your perception. So to bring
It's
it
deep, man. Y'all, dang, man, y'all about to have me crying, man. For
So-
real, I'm glad I got on the shades, man.
Nah, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I have learned this, man. There's certain cats out there. Oh, nah, I don't want my niggas crying. Nah, cry to me, man.
Oh, for sure. I'll cry.
Because I learned some niggas hold your secrets. I hold your truth.
Yeah,
And if I hold your truth, I'm doing my job as a good man.
facts.
When you holding people's secrets, there's something going on. So being that you're into the music game and
Yeah.
whatnot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it worries me for you young individuals, especially being that this is my city. I grew up in Miami, born and raised. And one of the things is, man, I see so many people with this gimmick and try to basically do anything to get attention, and I don't get that from you.
Thank you,
And
man.
I'll be real with you, man to man. If you were like that, I wouldn't talk to you.
Facts.
Straight the fuck up. Like, I would
Facts.
not
real,
talk to you.
real recognize real.
Facts. And
Yeah.
in some cases, some motherfuckers just recognize. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
being that you're into the music,
Yeah.
I'm gonna basically talk about an individual,
Okay.
and I want all y'all feedback, and I really want your feedback on this.
Okay.
Okay, so for y'all in the group chat, there's a woman going viral. Her name is Ebony K. Williams. Okay,
And
she
say
was
her name one more time.
Ebony K. Williams.
Okay.
She is basically going viral before the regards and remarks that she had made regarding a topic that she had with Yolanda, which is from the Oprah show. And she was
Okay.
talking about finding a strong man and all that. And Yolanda's like, would you date a bus driver? And she's like, if he owned the bus.
Oh.
And remember, we had yes, Ebony K. Williams. So
Ebony K. Williams.
now
So,
they're dragging her out. And if you can go with type in Ebony K. Williams, bus driver.
man.
Look, it even pops up. So the reason why I want to talk about that is, hold on, go down. It's a small clip. So go to videos. And I want to share this with you guys because the truth of the matter is, yo, we basically go at it. It's gonna be, let's see, the one that's 440, 445. We could look at that one. Let's see. Just to hear her response.
You can edit
Skip it.
Yeah.
page by
There
I
you go.
heart ads.
Hey, the bus driver. You. If he owns the bus, if he owns it, if he owns the bus, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can leave it at that.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's pretty
Sheesh.
much the clip. He's just gonna do
Yeah.
his reaction on it, but we're
So-
not here for that.
The reason why I wanted to bring this up as a conversation, right? And again, this is not an attack on women. This is not an attack on men.
Nope.
I think we have to bring an acknowledgement of what she's saying right there and bring
Uh-huh.
a better demonstration, because how she rebutted it when she caught the drawback on it, they were asking because she said she can't find a good man with these something, you know, the typical modern woman that's
Uh-huh.
educated and made something for herself. And the fact that we overlook blue collar workers, you get what I'm saying? No disrespect, you're a music artist.
No,
You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
no respect.
So they would honestly, realistically, you're not what they would call an essential worker. You know what I'm saying? The essential workers would be the fast food workers, the bus driver, the police officer, the ones who keep order and balance. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
They the ones who keep the world up for real. for real.
Yeah, no.
So you gotta respect that. And I think people like her basically have a bad taste, because when she did call the drawback, she put it in the name of white supremacy and how she's trying to uplift black people and whatnot. Mind you, this is a woman who was engaged to a white man. I don't have a problem with that. I
Yeah.
think interracial dating is beautiful. However, you can't be out here hypocriting yourself saying for other people, oh, yo, you gotta strengthen up the black man. You're not practicing what you're preaching. When your characteristics don't match the words you put out, it's fake. There's no other way around it. So as we get into that, I really want to get y'all insight regarding that statement, because here's a woman who's a lawyer, who's educated herself, but feels that because a black man is working in a blue collar job, it's not good enough.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It may not be good enough for you, but when you try to talk about it in the whole, I think we have to understand some people are comfortable where they're at. And there's
Absolutely.
nothing wrong with that. There's
Not at
only a
all.
problem when you complain
Yeah.
and you do nothing about it.
Right.
So
it's also how you say it instead of what
your
you say.
delivery.
Yeah.
Yes.
The delivery of how you
agreed.
say it.
So what my question to you, being that you're a woman and you're starting in marketing, and obviously this is a very tough field because it's aggressive when you get into it. We all know how you think. You're a ride or die. You're one of, you're that unicorn. You're that needle in the haystack when it comes to women, because a lot of women do not think like you or
Salute
have your
you.
mindset, which is why we have such high regard and respect for you. Especially, I have a lot of love for you and respect for you, because your mindset is something that we would only find in our grandparents or our mom. Because even though you're a modern woman, your ideology is still traditional,
Mm,
because you don't give up on
Mm.
people.
I mean,
mm.
I have my mom to thank for that. She did mention to me a while back that when she was younger, her ambitions, her dream in life
Mm.
was to have a family and start a family. She wanted to be a mom. She wanted to have kids and give them what she couldn't have. Like I mentioned before, my mom, she was born and raised in Mexico. Her father passed away at an early age, so she had six other siblings in the house, and it was rough. She grew up poor, so when she started her family, she wanted to give her kids what she didn't have growing up. But that's just not my parents. That's everyone's parents.
Yes.
Coming from a Hispanic household, I can only speak from a Hispanic side. A lot of Hispanic parents want to give their children the lives that they didn't have growing up.
They took so many sacrifices.
Yeah.
So growing up, I recognized my parents' sacrifices or even their everything that they put in, all the work, all the hard work they put in to make sure that my siblings and I have a good life and can succeed. And also learning from my mistakes, social media, nature versus nurture, everything that has shaped me to be the person that I am today. But to go into this video, I can't speak for all women, because as women, some of us are taught whether it be in a modern sense or a traditional sense.
Mhm.
If you're a strong independent woman,
Mhm.
you know, don't rely on a man,
Mhm.
you know, because, you know, being with a partner or marriage, you know, the legal side of it can be very complicated. So when it comes to that kind of
Mhm.
side, it's like, okay, be strong and independent. Don't rely on a man and his finances, you know, make sure that whatever happens, you can rely on yourself. When it comes to a more traditional sense, it's like, okay, make sure you look for a man who takes care of you. Make sure you find a man who does love you, respect you, but you know that can take care of you. You know, you take care of the house and he takes care of everything else.
Balance.
Like balance. And so it really just depends how you grew up and what your mindset is.
So
I can't blame her for having the mindset that she does. If she wants
Mhm.
an ambitious man, successful, you know, to be at the same level as her, to challenge her. You know, you mentioned that she was a lawyer.
So if I could break it down a little bit further, right? The problem that a lot of people are having with this, and I think you're gonna relate to this because of the goals and, you know, the career that you're choosing.
Yeah.
Her mindset was, it's not okay for Black men to be okay with that. We should always strive for greatness.
Okay.
And the problem is, I think, you know, and it's not making excuses. A lot of us, like right now, everyone at this table is fucking privileged compared to other individuals of color.
Yep.
Because we have an education. You know what I'm saying? We have a good perspective of how the world works in a way that, unfortunately, the ones that come from our community do not have access or knowledge based on. So when she said, oh, no, I was just saying if he owns it, because how can you be okay with a man being okay with that? And it's like, you speak on things as if
You in their shoes.
Yeah, you in their
Mm.
shoes. And then your mother was a bus driver. And as she goes deeper into it, and this is something that I noticed that a lot of privileged people speak on, and it irritates the fuck out of me. You take the credentials and struggles that the ones before you went through, and you apply it as if you experienced it yourself. And when you do that, you become automatically toxic because you do not have a clear definition and understanding of what it really took. You get what I'm saying? So, mind you, you're here talking about bringing Black men up, but you repel them. You have other segments where you berate them and you talk your shit. Now, mind you, that's your preference. But the problem that I personally had with it when she made that comment is, it's like, yo, you're not realistic. A lot of times, and this is where my question for
the average income for men in the United States is 50K.
50K, and Black men is fucking 32,000.
So,
and that's like well-educated Black men. So that being said, you know what I'm saying? This is my question for y'all. When she makes those statements, right? How do y'all feel in that sense? Because it seems like women who have an education, my theory behind that is, like, when your mom says it be independent, we talk about that all the time because everyone in this room has that one family member who was the ride or die for their husband. And when that nigga fucked on her and cheated on her and left her for nothing, she didn't have an education. She didn't know where to go. And I think that's where the fear comes from it. But a lot of time, women like this forget to stay in a child's place. What your mother went through with your father has nothing to do with you. You don't have a say in that because you're a product of that. And when you take that struggle and you apply it to yourself, you never experienced that. That's like me playing fucking video games of Call of Duty, talking about I know what it's like to go to war.
Yeah.
No, the fuck you do not.
Right.
So that being said, how do you feel that basically applies to today's world, and what damages do you see coming from that, if you see any damages coming at all?
To be honest, I think a lot of us are doing a comparison to history. You know, I understand, you know, the women's movement, the right to vote and the right to work and
Equality.
you know, equality and all that stuff. You know, I understand, we went through it. We are going through an unprecedented time where now we have to shift the focus into, you are with your partner So you have to stop looking at it from a gender viewpoint, but from a partnership, like
yes.
the characteristics that make a good partnership, and not just in a relationship, but in a friendship too, because everything goes unnoticed.
Mm.
How you speak to the person you care about. You
The
have
delivery.
the delivery, recognizing their love language, respecting them. You have to tailor their details about them and love them and care for them in a way that they understand. You know, it's kind of like why would I show love for you in a way I want to when I can show love for you in the way that you would want me to?
Mm.
Because then you're gonna be like, let's say you
Unbiased.
hate being touched, so but touch is my love language. Why would I hug you and invade your
Thanks for
personal
putting me
space?
out there, but okay.
You know, as an example, I would show love for you as to, you know, just by actions, you know, maybe words of affirmation in that kind of way. So it's like we have to start realizing if she's looking for a partner, she instead of saying, oh, I want a partner instead of driving a bus, he owns the bus company.
Yeah.
Say, I'm looking for a partner who is ambitious and successful. I want someone to
The
challenge me.
delivery of
It's
what?
it's the
Yes.
delivery. So it's
I
But
like that.
Delivery.
sometimes though, you know, people are, you know, we grow up different. So sometimes you're not educated to know how to speak correctly, you know.
right.
I would say for me, like it took me to go through what I went through to understand my true language. You know what I'm saying? So it takes people time, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, she made that statement, you know what I'm saying? But she probably was coming from a place where she know, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
person that really knows what she's talking about is
It's
her,
her.
right?
Yeah.
And she can only try to explain it the best she can, but
Yeah.
it'll just get lost in translation. Yeah.
yeah, and that's why I feel like people
Yeah.
shouldn't. I mean, she said what she said, but like
Yeah.
you said, if you don't go through that experience, then you can't really speak on it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's like me talking about what
Yeah.
it is to be a woman.
Yeah,
I
but
can never.
but
The-
can I say one more thing? I
Yeah.
also understand that that she may have experienced it, and it
Mhm.
may have been probably in her past life. I don't know if y'all believe in
trauma.
reincarnation or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So she's passionate about what she's saying for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I think most importantly is just to take your time with people. You know,
Yeah.
take your time because we're imperfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, just take your time with people.
What do you think,
Yeah.
man?
I mean, the problem, what's going on is that we're being fed the idea that the only way to success is complete self-sufficiency, right?
Mm.
At the same time,
If I may say this,
Yeah.
for y'all to understand, success is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. Because you could be a millionaire and be a fucking failure.
Facts.
And you could be working at McDonald's and be a complete success because you're happy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I will always say success is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder.
Yep.
Continue.
and yeah, you know, I watch plenty of videos show up on my feed of like, I mean, what's happening recently. I remember what's happening recently online with the Red Pill community. The guy Sneeko, he went on the Fresh and Fit podcast and he essentially, you know, tore into them saying that like you get on women about like being 304s and like
But
living,
that's all you fuck
yeah,
with.
like living a hedonistic lifestyle, and you make fun of them for that. But then you turn around and you tell fellas, so instead of finding a woman that's worth it and someone that you can make a family with, you
Mhm.
instead be a playboy. Oh, just play their game. They want to fuck on niggas. You just fuck on the bitches, right?
Two wrongs don't make a
Nah,
right.
Exactly.
hell nah.
So like the media is pushing for the idea of, well, they call it empowerment, but it's just, you know,
It's a placebo.
it's giving into worldly desires. It's hedonistic tendencies is what's going on. And then you got the Red Pill content creators are trying to say that, oh, they're trying to help
Mhm.
men, and they do say helpful things.
Anybody's capable of saying real shit,
You
but
know,
not everybody walks the walk.
exactly.
If
It's
we
all
can go to the comments real quick.
We got
Devon
some
said
comments.
it's the same thing. Not everybody is made for college. Don't judge a book by its cover. Meek Supreme, it's all about viewpoints.
Everyone is entitled to their own personal viewpoint. It can be both negative or positive. And you're right
Facts.
about that. But the problem is, if you have a platform in the way that this person does, when you say things like that and you don't have the proper context,
Mm.
people interpret it the way they do, and then they put that in. They
put
apply
their
it to
emotions in.
They apply it to their lives, and they could have a negative outcome, right? So
Yeah.
when you my knee-jerk reaction is, man, disregard that bitch. She's just one of those boss babe
She's
type.
bitter.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just one of those
No,
boss
but
babe type.
she is bitter,
Right,
though.
like get a dog and die alone type
Yeah.
beat, right? But if you were to let her explain something, it probably makes sense. But what the problem is that the idea of giving into worldly desires is what's being pushed. It's you know, it's like, oh, let's see who can go out and
No
party
discipline.
the longest, popping bottles, you know, live the
Yeah.
life you want to live.
Me-
Monogamy is stupid and stuff like that. And that's what the problem is. I don't believe this woman is looking at it from the viewpoint of actually building something.
No,
with this
she's doing
person,
it from
right?
a selfish intent because look what I acquired.
Exactly.
and
So
it's like if I could do it, you can
exactly.
do it.
If I'm here, right, and this is the thing that you'll always hear, right? You hear this all the time, and both women and men will agree. There are outliers, but the majority is this: a man can look at a woman working at a fucking McDonald's,
Wife her
right?
up.
And you're coming with me. A woman that's at that level, she's not gonna pay you no mind. This ain't the movies. This isn't Think Like a Man,
Yeah,
right?
that doesn't happen in the real
You're not
world.
gonna find the boss babe
I
that
mean, I
sees
don't,
potential
but
in you.
I don't know,
you know?
bro. I feel like if
There's
you,
always
I
rules to
feel like,
exception.
No, there's
no,
exceptions to
no.
rules.
I'm saying, like, I feel like if you got it, and that man, woman, man, nah, if
No.
you got it, she gonna rock with you.
You're absolutely right, but
Yeah.
that doesn't happen as often.
Yeah.
Why? Because
Mm,
in the same breath,
Mm.
someone that would have been a good fit for you,
yeah,
because they subscribe to a certain lifestyle, that chance gets thrown out the window. So
Right.
let's say for the fellas, if they subscribe to the lifestyle, being a playboy, popping bottles, becoming a high value man, right?
Which is
I
a
have-
fucking
exactly.
opinionated statement.
I have all the options. I'm one of the I'm top part of the 1%, so I have all the pick of the litter or whatever. You might miss out on something great, right? And then on the side of the women, if you're making this much money, you either got to find a man that meets you
Yeah.
on that level or he's above you.
Better.
And then you hear these very same women that are sitting, you know, making fucking 30K a year, 50, 60K.
Don't qualify for what they
exactly.
yeah.
They want men, bro. And I've heard insane figures. They want
It's crazy.
they want
500
men-
grand a year.
It's like,
It's like
bro, nobody
that's
you
less
make-
than 1%.
literally nobody you'll ever meet in your entire life on average will ever even touch that amount, even see that in their
And if
fucking
they
bank
did,
account,
you
know?
do not qualify for them.
And then on the other side with the fellas, you get niggas that don't know how to talk to women. They don't have
Yep.
fucking game.
Egotistical.
Exactly. Like they don't understand what it really means to interact with people, thinking that, oh, if I just hit the
Yeah.
gym and you know I
Nah, man.
I listen
Nah,
to
it don't work that way.
I watch networking videos, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like
Bullshit.
right, like it's delusion on both sides,
I
you know,
want-
and that's what the problem
Yeah,
is to
it's
me.
all a perspective, man.
Exactly.
I want to
yeah.
I want to say this because when it comes to like the Fresh and Fit podcast and these other individuals, I need y'all to understand something, man. They don't speak, in my opinion, for real men.
Yep.
They don't. It's a gimmick, bro. Can you imagine a person complaining about how cars are shitty and he drives a car?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So what they do is it's like the worst thing you can do, in my opinion, is take advice from somebody who hasn't had the experience to be speaking on what they're talking about. These individuals have not had long-term relationships. They don't know what that's like. And it's not only them. Look at Pearly Things. Now these people in the red pill are getting
They're
crucified.
getting called out.
And they're getting called out because the worst thing you can do, here's why I say, here's one thing about advice that I have learned. Be very careful on how you take it, especially when it comes to relationships, because you could come to me asking about your man. You could come to me asking about your girl. You have to understand something. I don't feel what you feel. I don't share that emotion. You get what I'm saying? Yo, Miss Daniels, love you, Astro.
Hey, now
Oh.
keep that thought right there. So that's my twin sister. Yeah, to the world. Most of
you have a
y'all
twin?
really don't know too much about me. Y'all see my work and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in due time, and you guys will be able to meet the lovely family that's behind who I am. That's my twin sister. Shout
look
out to my
forward to
lady.
it.
I love you. Thank you
Mad
for
love from the
everything.
1424,
You
yo.
already know. Shout
Thank you.
out.
You
Thank
got
you
a
for everything
twin?
that you done for me. I love you. You held me down when I was down low. You know what I'm saying? And you really showed me why. You showed me what to live for. You know what I'm saying? I live for you, and I love you. Shout out to baby Joy. I love you too. Shout out to CT. Shout out to my family in Virginia. But twin, you know what's up. Keep
Okay.
pursuing your dreams and keep pursuing your music, because your brother did it. You know what I'm saying? Doing it, you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Just trust your
Amen.
process and trust God. I love you, twin.
Okay.
What's up, Dev?
Now, as we get into a bigger topic, I brought her up to say this to you, being that you're a musician.
Yeah.
And mind you, y'all gonna love this cipher, and we're gonna play some music from him
Oh
so
my
y'all
gosh,
can hear
you're
it.
still on that? Oh
Yeah,
my
of course, man. When you say use an artist and you to hip hop, I come from a culture where you had to talk that shit. You
Oh
had
my-
to spit that shit.
Oh my
So,
garshness.
what I do want to say, you're an artist.
Yes, sir.
You pursue music.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel when it comes to basically engaging women as you obtain your dream and you fight for that?
Yeah.
There's a lot of conflict because the ideology of today with most modern women is not realistic. Do you feel like it's an attack on you? Do you feel like it's a setback and a disappointment when you hear these women's expectations? Like, how do you feel? Do you feel that it's almost near impossible to pursue your dreams while dealing with the high demand of what they are asking for? Or do you find it easy? What is your mindset on
I
that?
find it easy, man, because I understand women. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, hey, that's a bold statement. So explain
Nah.
to us how you understand women, because
I
I grew
mean-
up in a house with 5 of them. I love them dearly. I still don't know shit. I know enough, but not shit. So break that
well, let
down
me
for
not say that
cuz.
completely. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's you're right. I mean, because sometimes you over time you be like, damn, like you starting to learn a little bit more about a woman. But let me just say I have experience with women. Let me say that instead.
Amen to that.
Bro, women
So-
always find a way to break my brain, bro.
Yeah.
That's just
Listen,
how it is,
in
bro.
case y'all don't know, listen, we love y'all women.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
we do.
We
Shout out to the women in the world.
I
We,
love you,
we
Mom.
truly want the best for y'all. So when we talk the shit that we talk on the show, it's not to discredit y'all. We just try to basically bring relations to understand how we think, and we want to know how you think. So make sure, again, if this is your first time, you hit that subscribe button, get into here, let us know what's going on.
Hit us up on Instagram if you got anything you want us to talk about.
Educate us.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man,
saying?
be
Yeah.
involved, man. It's
Yeah.
important to be involved. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So now
Yeah.
that you answer that question, we gonna get into it. Because you're an artist, I asked you to basically pick 3 songs. I want you
Okay.
guys to share this with our viewers. So, guys, we're gonna play his first song, his single right now.
There
We're
go the
gonna
camera.
let
I
you
wasn't even
listen
looking
to
at the
it.
camera the whole time.
So, before we get into it,
Which one do you want us to play?
which one do you want us
Um,
to play?
play whatever. I mean,
Play the first one.
Yeah.
Baby, keep rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all want a performance?
Yeah. You're gonna perform.
Yeah. Now lift your seat up and break down the weed. I got that zipper that's outside in the back seat. That's out. Puffing on that. We yellow by head into the beach in Miami. Yeah, just some water. Oh my goodness. They said they can't hear the audio.
Oh man.
They
We
said
gonna
they
run it
couldn't
back.
hear the audio.
I'm
Hold
sorry,
on.
brother. You're gonna have to run it back.
Run it
'cause
back.
I need them to feel that. That was sick.
Running back.
That was sick.
This is my
It's
first time
so
on live singing too.
Audio
So
coming through. Let me see.
Okay.
something.
this what I be going through. I gotta drink my water.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is something.
Oh, you know why? It's the same thing like last time. So you can't perform. We just gotta play the audio for him, because if he tries to, it cancels out. That's where the problem. That we
Okay,
had
cool.
last time.
My bad,
Oh,
y'all.
so- okay.
Y'all can come catch me perform.
So the speaker should be Rodecaster, right?
Yeah.
The mic. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, so it's gonna conflict. So just play the audio.
That's how we play videos.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait,
So-
but I don't get it though.
because it's remember it's we're talking
Oh,
over
when
it.
he talks,
Yeah,
the
it
audio
cancels
goes away.
out.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
guys,
Oh,
Mind you, in case y'all didn't know
Damn.
that, I gotta be real with you, that was beautiful, man. Like straight talent.
yeah, we
coming from
got
that
we
mic.
got the full one in our headphones, bro. Sorry.
Don't
about that,
worry,
guys.
because what we'll do is when we post up these videos with the shorts, yo, we gonna make sure we tag that in for y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Damn, dude.
like hit that, let them hear that real
Let's
quick.
get it.
Hold on. So I'm
You
gonna
can mute us, right?
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah, play the song. Pause it.
We're still getting the audio.
All right,
Oh
so
my
I'm gonna do it. We're gonna
do the getaway.
The getaway.
do it.
We're gonna do it the getaway.
Hold on.
Nah, we'll just do it this
I'm
way.
finna go live too on IG, y'all.
Check it out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna basically type it in for y'all, put it on the mic for y'all. All right.
Yeah, we can do it that way too.
Let us know how that sounds, you guys.
Yeah.
Please.
Wow, completely different. That's like I'm performing.
Oh, you know why?
It's
I'm
connected
connected.
to the phone.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, guys.
Nah, it's funny, man.
Goofing. We are goofing right now. Okay,
All right.
that's gone now.
Here we go.
Damn, we are really clowning ourselves right now.
It's all good. Nah, man, we experience, man. This is real. This is genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Hi. I can talk.
There you go for it.
Okay. My bad. I love this song, bro. Yeah, mommy. School out. I got the, I got my. Now listen. Let's see. We all ride into the beach of Miami. Let's get higher. Oh yeah. Higher. Oh yeah. On the way to the station, yeah, we cruising, baby, keep rolling on, blowing out in high Boston, and you listen, yeah. Circle, not gonna lie, baby, I gotta give you a 10, and shit hitting right, smoking good, roll up again, and put one down so I can watch it.
Oh, you know what? Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, there we go.
Let's try YouTube.
Let's try
Yeah,
YouTube.
Hey,
Why
shout
were
out.
we not thinking that earlier?
Oh yeah, dude. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
Gangster.
We
apologize,
apologize, bro. We are looking
Man,
mad
this
goofy.
this is real, man.
Goofy.
Man,
Hey, man, we
this,
live,
yeah,
homie.
this live, bro. Like, hey, not too many podcasts is going live, bro. This is what's really going on. Like, we not hiding anything. We leaving everything on the table.
One thing for sure.
Two
Two things
for certain.
baby.
Hey, look, y'all got me on the trend. I only watch y'all like one time.
All right. Hold on. We gonna post it up for you right now.
All right, bet.
Ben's about to type it in.
Got it right here.
All right. Go to no.
That's not the
No.
one?
I mean, it is, but go to my channel, please.
Yeah, right there, Astro.
No. Type in Astro Mikey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Type in Astro Mikey, please. Hit enter. All right. This is my page. Just for instance, for just on a side note, y'all, when y'all
Mhm.
see this, when y'all go on my YouTube page, this is my page. That page y'all just seen is my distribution page, which is DistroKid. But this is where I post my content, my vlogs, my shows, my lifestyle, interaction with people, my music videos, everything on YouTube. So I would prefer for you guys to check that out, and you guys
Make sure you find
that
it with
subscribe.
this one.
Yeah,
Astro Mikey, 241
Yeah.
subscribers.
yeah. So go ahead. I mean, you no. But go ahead and hit, go
This
ahead
one?
and click on it. Click
This-
on the page, please.
This one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So go to videos. All right. Slide down. Boom. Play that one.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. From Astro Mikey's page.
You guys, get a thumbs up. Hey, can we get a thumbs up? Did y'all hear it?
Come on, man. We need some thumbs up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Hey.
You hear it?
What? Still no? Still no?
Hold on.
It's not audible. Okay, I don't. At this point, I don't know.
No, it was playing.
Still no.
Play it.
Baby keep rolling about to take off the show.
My magic mic.
No.
Disconnect and reconnect it again.
Man.
Magic Mike.
Baby, keep rolling. This is what y'all really seeing, like how long it took me to keep promoting this. Virtue.
All right,
You know
go
what the-
for
Yes,
it.
but too much time will hurt you.
Yeah, you're right.
All right,
Damn.
go for it.
Damn, you're right.
All right, we
Sheesh.
back on. We back
Bar
on.
for
Sorry
bar.
about that, folks.
Might have to put you in the studio.
Yeah, hey, yo.
All right. So
Yeah, explain what made that.
yeah,
song.
man. So it was like 3:00 in the morning. Around that time, I was on my phone with making music. It's a lot of music that I got a lot of music that's in my computer that I'm probably not gonna never drop. But I was in a time span when I was making a lot of music. And I happened to pull out the computer and I went to look up the beat, something, led my spirit to the beat. And yo, man, I was like, yo, this beat is hard. And like, I was just like, on our way to the beach, just you and me. Yeah, we're cruising the streets, baby, keep rolling. And it hit my head, bro. So I'm like, damn, bro, I gotta lay this down. And honestly, to be truthful, bro, that song only took me like 25, 30 minutes to do. Like,
Okay.
and like I was just flowing and I really tapped into my imagination. So if you read the lyrics on the song, like I'm really describing like whoever the queen is, whoever it is in the seat with me.
Was
we
there
hop-
anybody in mind?
No one was in mind.
No.
It was just
The vibe?
somebody was there, and I didn't want to know who was in mine. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather it be a surprise. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So like it was just like I'm describing like me going to the beach and driving to the beach, and the shorty in the car rolling my weed for me, and we hotboxing, and I'm telling her basically like lift up, like she's leaning back in the song. If you read the lyrics, like she's leaning back in the song, and I'm telling her like lean up, like sit up so you can roll the weed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, then she rolling my weed and we going to the beach to Miami, we catching the vibe. And, when I play the song to a lot of people, by the way, I do Uber. So like a lot of people in the Uber, like when we connect, they listen to my music. And like,
Great promotion, baby.
they listen to the song, bro, and they love it so much. And they say, yo, this is a Miami vibe. I had somebody that was from Bali, what's that country name? Bali. They was 3 of them from Bali. Shout out to y'all, and forgive me if I didn't remember y'all names. Y'all know I just met y'all, but they was like, yo, this give me Miami vibes. They ain't even from here. And I ain't even from. I'm from everywhere, but I wasn't raised in Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Domesticated.
Yeah.
So
home.
I just carry the vibe. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
I have a question because Jason asked you, what do you think of the city as like from an artist perspective? What do you think of it from a resident perspective?
A residence?
Yeah.
Residence cool. I'm gonna be completely 100 with y'all, man. If you ain't got your bread up or an idea, like you can do it, but that shit gonna be hard, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard, bro, because you know, especially if you're not from here and you come to this different energy, to this different portal in Miami, you got to be prepared for that. I was prepared for it because I believe I can do anything. It was just more like of just adjusting to the lifestyle, man. Like, you know, a lot of people in Miami say like when you leave out the door, you're spending over $60 plus, no matter what. And that it is so true. It's the facts.
Is more expensive.
It's the facts. So, you know, as a resident side, you know, it's cool. The people I run into, like, you know, I attract good vibes and good energy. So I attract like-minded people. So, you know, for me, like, you know, my residency is, you know, it's cool. You know, it's nice and lovely and warm. I know a lot of kids. I know a lot of kids, man. So shout out to the kids that I know. I love y'all. I don't know all y'all names, but thank y'all for supporting me. I love
you
y'all.
come out the neighborhood, they're like, Astro Mikey.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got a video on I'm gonna drop some YouTube content to y'all soon because I got a lot of content on YouTube. I want to share my story a little bit with y'all. But I got a video on my Instagram. If y'all look, it's some kids. It was like follow Astro Mikey, and shout out to my son. My son is my biggest supporter. He's probably watching right now. He loves that. Yeah, Noah. Shout out to my son Noah.
What's up, Noah?
Yeah, he loves.
Love from the 1424 Noah.
Shout out to you, son.
saying?
One day you're gonna see this, and I want to let you know I love you, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. And Daddy haven't been around how I wanted to, but I want to let you know that it was not an intention to not be there in your life. I love you, man, from my heart all the way to the moon. And now I'm excited to be in your life, man, because God is about to prosper, man. God's about to put some major things flowing in my life. So, yeah, man, he love Astro Mikey. He talks to me and be like, I'm watching Astro Mikey. I'm like, dude, bro, what you mean? I'm Astro Mikey, bro. Get this, you know, make that clear. But yeah, man. Yeah.
So you know, it's okay. So unfortunately, because we're not able to put the music on, we're gonna cut to that cipher.
Cipher. Okay.
Nate, love, you gonna join us on this one? Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
No.
Just a little bit.
I can do if you know
just a little bit.
I can do the yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Whatever.
So-
but I'm not gonna no.
All right.
I'm not gonna sound cringe for you guys.
We're gonna let you start. Matter of fact, Ben, you start this one off. And then nah, bro. We gotta keep it, bro. Start it off. I'll go, and then we'll let Mikey close it out.
We in podcast
So,
1,
I'd
2,
like to
4,
begin
2.
with a
This a beat?
Oh,
We're going
yeah.
to beat?
This is gonna be this beat is called Nefarious Nigga.
No, but remember, it's gonna cut out. It has to be a cappella. Guys, was the problem that we had last time.
Oh, for when it's playing straight from the thing, because I think the issue is with. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play it. You guys, let me know if you can
Thumbs
hear it.
up, thumbs up
Yeah.
if y'all hear it.
Let
Thumbs
me know
up
if
if
you
y'all
guys can
hear
hear
it.
it as
Thumbs
we're
up,
rapping
thumbs
over
up.
it.
Please.
Begin with a fact. Whether in a
I like how you
small
said
town like
please. You gotta get
McAllen,
be
Rio
genuine and
Grande,
nice.
Mic
or in
check, mic
Chicago,
check. Can
New
you hear
York,
me?
or
Mic
Pretty
check,
please,
Mic
you
check,
guys.
mic
One,
check.
two,
Can
one,
you hear
two.
us?
Can we get a thumbs up? Thumbs up.
Can
Can
you
you
hear
get a
us?
thumbs up?
Benton,
Can you hear us?
I love this.
Can you hear us on that beat?
Big Benton.
Is it cutting out? Is it
Okay.
coming in clean?
Let us know, people.
Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear it on YouTube.
It's audible right now.
It's audible. Okay.
Man, well, forget it. If they
Yeah.
can't hear it, it's all cool. Just go ahead and flow it. We doing
It's audible.
acapella.
All right. So
It's
I want to do
audible.
acapella.
Thank you, DeJour.
Nah, it don't matter. I mean, we can listen to the beat
no, they
and just
can
flow.
hear us.
They
So
can hear us.
we're gonna
though.
we're gonna start. We're gonna start over. All right.
Yeah.
So
Come on.
Benzo's gonna
Start it
Benzo's
off,
gonna-
Ben.
Yeah.
Start it off, Ben.
Or in Chicago,
I'm not a
New York,
freestyler, by the way. We're gonna have
Yeah,
some
I'm
fun.
not a freestyler.
We gonna have some fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Neither am I, yo. We gonna have some
Yeah.
fun.
Benton,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yo.
Benton.
Pass it loud, yo. Let me talk to the crowd. Pull up with the fucking sound. Yeah, nigga about to blow up the town. Yeah, riding through with the crew in the cup. Pull up on a pussy nigga, who is you? Fuck him in his butt. You already know
Whoa,
what we do.
whoa, wait.
Too much, too much.
Wait.
All right.
Wait, we not doing that.
Okay.
Right?
Yo, coming clean, yeah, with the team, yeah. You ain't got fresh teas, already know what a real nigga mean. Whoa, and I got the juice. Come out with the Bruce. Shout out to my nigga Bruce, Texas crew. You know what it do.
What it do? I just dropped. What it do? It was gas. It was cute. It It was new. I get the bag. I count the cash. I got the racks. I got the style. Look at me now. Look at my smile. Damn. What you gonna say? Hey, what you gonna say?
Yeah, man. We up on the level, making side deals, nigga, no devil. We out here in Dade County, that 305, no we ride, living the lie, living to the sky, doing everything that we gotta puff fly. Know what it is, know what it was. Talk about us, we ain't third, trying to make that money, trying to make it happen. Honestly, haters in the back laughing. Cause that transaction got Astro Almighty. You don't like him, you gonna have to fight me. Do the right thing like my name is Spike Lee. Just know what we doing, we making new habits, just feeling like an addict. Better yet, fuck these hoes like a rabbit. Don't stop, non-stop, nigga like TikTok. Let's believe my motherfucker on the whole clock. Doing everything that I want to do to make moves that to stay true. Not nigga feeling on you, nah, that's me. Talking about keeping everything just G. All right.
Damn,
Yes,
bro, you was
sir.
going in.
Yes,
Gee,
sir.
somebody give him a
I'm
fan.
old.
Give him a
I'm
fan,
old.
bro. Give him a fan. Give
He's
him a
high,
fan,
he's
bro.
high, he's high.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to get zesty on your boys like that.
So
My fault.
I do need you to do this before we close out, my G.
For sure.
Please tell us about your merch, where
Okay.
they can find you,
Okay.
what your next project is.
Okay.
Because you know the crowd is loving it right now.
Facts,
the
facts,
chat's
facts.
showing mad love. Cause
Facts. All right, my stage name, my business name is Astro Mikey. You can find me on all platforms. ASTROMIKEY, not MICKEY, but MIKEY. My brand is called Astro Collective Brand. You can find my store at Astro Mikey Shopify. If you go on my Instagram, you can look at the link in the bio. You can check it out there. Right now, I only got 2 drops. You can pull it up. Could you pull it up on the computer?
See the top of
Uh-oh.
Lincoln's head.
What's
Your
going on?
card needs new
Close
The
it,
tires.
video you hate.
Oh,
Hit X on the login
Yeah.
to TikTok.
there we go.
Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, man, you guys can find the merch there, as you can see right here. This is one of the designs that's out right now, is the hoodies. If you know me personally, I can get you right. If not, if you're international or you anywhere in the world, you can purchase it on Shopify.
I
And,
will be getting one for myself.
Nah, for sure, man, for sure. Appreciate that, man. And yeah, man. Other than that, I love everyone that's been supporting me from day one.
Amen.
You know, I love myself. Most importantly,
You gotta.
most importantly, thank God. I want to thank God for honestly using me. And I'm at a stage in my point. I'm in a point in my life now to where I accept that. And I always tell God every day that thank you for using me and not why me. You know what I'm saying? I understand that everything that I've been through been trial and error, and it's been rough, it's been traumatizing, but you know, I'm thankful that I am here. And now it's time for me to start prospering my career and start seeing the world and doing big things. But to the people that's out there chasing your dreams, believe in it, take the proper actions, pray, and then, you know, hopefully it'll come to life. So God bless y'all.
All right. So I just want to basically talk to our viewers real quick. You can find him on Spotify. Just to show you a couple of his songs. The one that we were trying to play for you is called Baby Keep Rolling. And honestly,
Hey,
it's one of those where it's just a
Wi-Fi.
vibe, yo. If you got that lady friend, definitely cut that on because it's gonna set the mood right, yo. He hit it
Facts.
right on the pinnacles. We also got What It Do, Long Live Zay, Astro Move, and Who Let Him In. And out of all of them, cuz
Yeah.
before we cut out, man,
Okay.
which one's your favorite? Cuz
my favorite is Baby Keep Rolling, but the I mean, but sometimes I can record something in the studio and then that's my favorite because I'm one of those artists that keep listening to his music and like, damn, I like that.
perfection.
But I think for Baby Keep Rolling was just the moment, like how I was just flowing. It feels good to go back in that moment. But the one that really started my musical career is the Long Live Zay. I lost a little brother in a car accident. Well, let me not say that lost him because he's on his next spiritual journey, so I never lost him
My
technically.
condolences. G.
And you know, when I recorded that song, no, when he passed away, I was in Atlanta. And I had wrote the song that day. And shout out to Parlay Zay. He sent me a beat. I was just in tears. I was like, bro, can you send me something I can write to? And he sent it to me, and I just wrote the song. And next thing you know, I'm in LA with blonde hair and in Hollywood, taking pictures with people, shooting my music video. Shout out to T Billy back in LA, because I got a lot of people that I didn't work with that's been real, that helped me with my journey. So I'm gonna make sure that I give them the flowers, most importantly to them.
Respect.
And yeah, man. So, you know, that kind of like really started like with the music, that it started like that, you know what I'm saying? So Long live my brother Zay. I know you here because everything is all spiritual. I love you, bro. I know you feel me because I feel you, bro. So God bless y'all. Like I said, man, y'all stay prayed up out here, man. Drink your water. Eat high vibrational foods, you know.
I like
Stay
that.
high on your
I
energy.
like that.
Yeah.
All right, love. Where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Natalie 2I's2E's_01.
Okay.
Hey.
Ben.
All right, you can find me at Sir Zaniel Ben on Instagram. You can also type that in on YouTube and find my channel as well. That's pretty much it.
And it's your gearhead, Mr. Logic 142 on Instagram, yo. We thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure if it's your first time, you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, be prepared on our social media. We're gonna launch our Discord so you could come and join us. Let us know how you feel and communicate with us. We're gonna love it, man. And as you know, this is one thing for sure,
Two things for certain, man. Hey,
Holla.
let's get it.
Peanut butter jelly.